Happy Tuesday!
Hi, she's Chrissy.
And she's Sissy.
And we're
Chrissy and Sissy. We gotta get back in sync, y'all.
Yeah, okay, I'm laughing because I'm so used to pause and waiting for her to say it so that way I can say it. Because we usually use One Stream Live. Thank you, One Stream Live. So, but yes, happy Tuesday, everyone.
Hello.
We hope, well, first of all, we're so excited to see everyone, all of our subscribers out there in YouTube land. Let's get some of these church bulletins out the way. First of all, thank you for subscribing to our channel. If you are a subscriber, we ask that you go ahead and like this video, share it, give it a thumbs up, all that to-do stuff. Make sure you're doing all that. That's a part of the list of stuff you got to do, guys. So we thank you for that first. If you are not, the doors of the church are open. Go ahead, hit that subscribe. They're open, y'all. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, you guys, so you can be up to date with all of our videos. And next to last, we ask that if you are not, follow us on all our social media platforms, which are where, sis?
At the bottom of the screen.
At the bottom of the screen. All right, y'all said, I said next to last, right? Okay, two things. Friday, what did y'all just see? What they just saw on Friday? Or if they haven't seen it?
The Adventure Challenge.
The Adventure Challenge, like I told you all last week, we do Sunday school, but this is just like 1/5 or a fraction of what we do, you guys. Everything we do so much in our ministry now.
We want to be transparent.
Being transparent, living transparent, y'all. Like I told y'all, sis got her businesses, sis. She got her businesses. She got the plants, y'all, which is like booming. If you want a plant, go ahead. You can email her at Chrissy7Sissy.com. Chrissy7Sissy@gmail.com. You can do that if you want to. She also has a video about, P31 Gardener. It's on here. So make sure you do that as well. Also, Sunday, past Sunday, what else you need?
I got a P31 Gardener video?
You got one.
Okay.
You have
one. Okay. Maybe
no, actually like two. You have two, but you have one with your information. She got the green shirt on.
Okay.
Yeah, when you did for the kids.
For the kids.
And lastly, it's Tuesday. If you have not watched the Adventure Challenge, watch that. And also,
the
teaching video, y'all. I'm sorry it was 33 minutes long, but if y'all want to see what we do outside, she has a husband. I don't have one, so teacher right now is, that's my right hand right now. That's what I do. So you can follow us on that. And so I think that is all. We have a lot of content for you all to watch, as well as our Sunday school videos, which is why we're here today. We have an amazing Sunday school lesson, y'all. Last week it was a persevering faith. This week, we're talking about a conquering faith. All right. And it's amazing. The lesson has what the lesson is about. But sis was even sharing with me that how she got something out of the lesson. Because I was thinking like, okay, this faith that we have, after always, the Bible says love covers a multitude. When you love someone, it just covers. Jesus covered us with his love. We cover, she covered her children. I cover, my little ones. When you have love, I told one of my colleagues today when they were asking me about this week when they was asking me about a student, I said, I think the patience, I said my motherly bone or instinct is starting to come in because I'm starting to get more patient with children. Not adults, y'all. I ain't dealt with adults.
I don't know what.
I'm starting to get so patient with children. You guys, it's just, y'all should see me. Y'all, you gotta watch the teacher video to see that. But yes, sis, let's go ahead and talk about. We're talking about, first of all, we're in John. We're in John.
Are we in John or First John?
We're in First John. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I forgot John and the little. As my mom used to say when she was my Sunday school teacher, John and then the little John.
Yeah.
But we all know that same John. But we have John talking to us about love. But I want the sis to go into the lesson, but kind of start off with what she got the lesson at first. Go ahead, sis. I like what you said.
Oh, I don't know what I said. Okay, so in the adult lesson is a conquering faith. And so sis was like, a conquering faith? What are we conquering? That's what I took a conquering faith to mean mastering faith. Mastering faith. It's kind of like when you've bumped your head so many times, you've made so many mistakes, and then you finally mastered it. It finally clicked. Oh, well, if I just believe, if I just hold fast to my faith, if I just hold fast to what I know, and don't try to go on what Lisa said or Timothy said, just hold fast to what I know. Don't steer from it. I like to use in a long time ago, in a message that I did, I used the scenario of the racehorse. Now, if you've ever watched anything on TV where the horses are racing, or if you even for couples, if you've ever gone on a horse and carriage ride, the horse has on blinders. And one reason he has those blinders on is so that he can stay focused on what he's doing. He's looking straight ahead. He's not veering to the left. He's not veering to the right. The jockey is guiding him. And then on the horse and buggy, the little man with the hat on is steering him. So I look at that as saying, okay, so our faith is the blinders. The jockey or the little carriage driver man is God. Okay? So we're letting the blinders our faith. That's our faith. We're trusting the driver to steer us. If the driver, which is God in this scenario, if he wants us to go to the left, to the right, he'll pull your reins a certain way. And that's the way you go. Every now and then, you get a stubborn horse, and you see that they've ran into the little fence, or they buck and try to throw the jockey off every now and then. So that's us as Christians. So now we're horses, Chrissy. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm using this as just a scenario.
A good parable. Because what Jesus, we would compare it to a camel.
Yeah. And Jesus also compared us to a dog. No, it wasn't Jesus that compared us to a dog. Somebody that Jesus was talking to, somebody that was talking to Jesus compared us to a dog. Because they said even the dogs is worthy of the scraps that fall from the master's table. That's the scripture that I'm referring to, the parable that I'm referring to now. But that's what I'm using. I'm using a parable of a horse.
A horse. And that's what I liked about it. And that's why it's so good to get something out of Sunday school, because we can, read, but what can we do to extend our learning? And I like that. I said, because this is why, when we talk about conquering faith, and when she brought out mastering faith, like understanding it. And when I read the scriptures and read the background scriptures, I was reminded about throughout the week, everything goes back to love. Mm-hmm. Everything goes back to love. And then what do we always say? And I said, we probably got to stop doing that. My mom used to get on me for that too, saying, we talked about this before. We said this before. Mm-hmm. Well, if God is allowing and working it to come back to us every time, then it's needed. Just like, okay, we in the church, just like when there's an offering that needs to be raised and we don't meet our goal, you think they're going to sit back and say, we just gonna sit? No, we're gonna keep reminding people. If we're, having a project, just like the teacher, when they have a Black History program or a Christmas program or a Christmas party or something going on, we're gonna constantly remind people. And we can see throughout the New Testament, yes, this is John, but remember last week and the week before last, Paul was reiterating to us about this faith that we have, and now knowing that everything goes back to love. Why? Because for God so loved the world. God loved the world that he gave his only begotten. So, when we go
what does love do? Love gives.
it's so much in love. And so
Yes.
with this, first of all, they had to be reminded that in this, you know, we talking to the Christians back then and today. If you call yourself a Christian, then people should see the Christian. They should see Christ in you. And when I say in you, in everything that you do, it could be even in the way you move. It could be even the way that you your facial expressions. I know I'm bad about my facial expressions, but I think some people notice that, oh, Miss Durden, she may make a face like, but she don't say anything. She's real quiet to speak. You know, there's little things like that. And so then going into the 5th chapter where it's just talking about, and this was really got me that, you know, with this love that we have, you know, the evil in the world basically cannot corrupt us. Let me see. I highlighted y'all. But this love that we have, it says that basically we defeat. I was using that right. We defeat the evil that's in the world. That any battle that we have. I mean, you go in Corinthians, okay? But yeah, in this it says, and who can win this battle against the world? Only those who believe that Jesus is the Son of God. So even when we come through our different trials, tribulation, let's go back. God loves me. He's not gonna let me fail. Because if he want to let me fail, he would never send his son, but he sent his son. Jesus came, God in flesh came down for us. So when I'm going these day-to-day things, even somebody being mean to me, little children or young people out there, let me just love. Let me just love. Now, we'll talk about, you know, the difference between love and then, you know, having to stay around, but just love. Because we know the enemy, how he moves in and out. But yeah, go ahead. I was wrapping up.
Yeah, she was wrapping up. But what she just said, there's a difference between love and standing your ground. You can stand your ground in love. God did not create God. Even Jesus himself became, and I can't say this word, became frustrated and I will give you the example when he went to
temple.
No, when he went to raise Lazarus from the dead.
Oh, okay.
Even when he went to raise Lazarus from the dead, what did he do? Because you did not have faith, you don't believe in me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to get out of here so I can do what I came to do. Okay, this is in the word. When he went in there, him and those that came with him went in. The people that was out there talking about, Jesus, if you would have been here then, my brother wouldn't have. Okay, what I need for you to do, I just need for you to just stay right on out here. Okay, because this is my friend as well. This is my friend as well that has passed. I'm hurting. I'm upset. So let me go in here and get him up. Since you don't believe. Because if you would have really believed, you could have went in there and got him up. Come on now.
Those that believe in Jesus Christ.
And we are, you know what?
That he's the Son of God.
That he's the Son of God. You know, and you're snared.
How many times he had to say that in the New Testament?
He said it.
How many times he had to say that? He had to remind them who he was.
And that's the whole thing. Staying, we are snared by the words of our mouth. When we hit a bump or things not going our way, the first thing that we do is we got to start doubting because we're human. But if we look at that as being, going back to the horse, maybe my horseshoe just need another nail in it. Maybe I just got to rock in my horseshoe. I'm not about to lose the race because he's already said that the race is not given to the swift or to the strong, but to the ones that endure to the end. All you got to do is just believe. Conquering faith. Every roadblock, every hurdle.
Faith. You go conquer. We win.
We win.
We are more than conquerors. That's the scripture I was going to bring out. We are more than conquerors.
We're more than conquerors. I said I didn't have nothing to say.
And y'all know that, you know how the pastor said, if God be for you,
who could be against you? You know your pastor said it every Sunday.
Yeah, but yeah, this was a persevering faith. Like, you know, we got to keep pressing.
Keep pressing.
And then a conquering faith that, you know, as our leader always said, right, you know, in the end we win.
In the end we win.
We win.
That's right.
Like and it's kind of, and I don't want to, you know, belittle anything, because we all have gone through different things.
We all
But
have
if
fallen
you-
short.
But if you remind yourself when anytime you, that's why, like, even young people, when I gotta report that stuff now, still remember faith without works is dead. That's what James.
Faith without works
Faith without works is dead.
I can
But
sit
even
here all
when
day and
I gotta-
have faith.
Even when I got a list like
Go
this,
pay these bills, his life's gonna be turned off.
even when I have a list like this, like I just know, like, God, you gonna make a way. Even when that teacher that we just started in school, oh, that teacher so hard. Oh, they already don't like me. In the end, we go win, like, cause God is on my side. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, all He asked me to is to believe.
To believe.
Because if I believe and if I love Him, then my life is gonna line up to that. So my lifestyle is gonna. I know people go say, "Oh, why? Just believe." Yeah, because if you believe and you love Him, then your life is gonna line up to what He has, whatever He wants you to do, whatever He has written, whatever He said. Your life is gonna. Because if you really love God, you ain't gonna be doing that childish stuff. All right, that's it, child.
Oh, she talking about some childish stuff. That goes back to our memory verse, 1 John 4:16. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. So just remember, in my little last closing rant, whatever you do it in love. Whatever you say it in love. And stop and think before you speak. Yeah, because we're snared by the words by my. All right, I'm done. I don't know what I'm talking about right
guys. Now. And on that note, this has been an awesome lesson, y'all. We have to stop because we got company in the room and they need to get to what they're getting. They're trying to watch TV, y'all. So we just go ahead. We just gonna go ahead and end the video right here. But just because the video is ending, that don't mean we have to stop studying. We want you to take the lesson further. Study for yourself. Study for yourself. Dive into the Word of God for yourself and be a light and be I'm about to say a tree of knowledge, but be a light and be knowledgeable in class. And you know, if you get another subtopic out of it, just like Chrissy did, go ahead and do it and share it with your teacher and with your fellow classmates. If nothing else needs to be said, if we are through, let us stand. Happy studying!